Kia ora everyone, Donnalouise here, and thank you so very much for popping by. I'm trying to contain my excitement because in this video I'm going to share with you my first PieceRelax collaboration jigsaw puzzle titled For the Love of ... puzzles. In this first video, I kind of want to go behind the scenes and talk about how we designed and created the jigsaw puzzle and brought it to life. I'll then do a second video in which I actually unbox the jigsaw puzzle, talk about the packaging, the pieces, and assemble the puzzle. Because believe it or not, I have yet to assemble my own jigsaw puzzle. 3 things that I quickly want to mention first. This is the new larger pieces edge-to-edge design from PieceRelax. How you can tell whether or not you're buying a puzzle from their older design or their new design is by the product number. All product numbers from these new designs will start with the letter U. Their previous puzzles are still available for sale and their product numbers start with the letter H. They made a lot of changes with this new design of jigsaw puzzle, not just the larger pieces and the edge-to-edge printing, but also with the packaging, which included paper bags. However, the first large run of prints they did, the paper bags popped open, some of them, during shipping. However, the boxes are shrink wrapped, so you shouldn't miss any pieces. If, however, you are, just reach out to their customer service and they can send you your exact missing piece. Now, they figured out what the problem was and they fixed it, so future batch runs of their new design puzzles shouldn't have this problem. And finally, my collaboration jigsaw puzzle is available for sale on the PieceRelax.com official website, as well as Amazon's Brazil, Canada, Japan, and USA to start. Just to start. We will expanding regions in early 2026. Now, from November 15th to December 15th, there's a 10% discount code that will work on all those sites. And the code will appear on screen right now because no matter how many times I look it up, I always forget what it is and I don't want to misspeak. So it's on screen. I'll leave direct links on where you can buy the jigsaw puzzle in the description below, as well as the discount code information. In New Zealand, we also have showcase puzzles. They have a store, a physical store, and an online presence. And they also have the puzzle available for sale. The discount code doesn't apply to them, but they do ship worldwide. I'll also leave a link to their website in the description below as well. Thank you to anyone who wishes to grab a copy. It means so much to me that you're supporting me and my first jigsaw puzzle. Now, I have a lot of things I want to share, and as much as I would like to think that I can fully memorize everything, I know I'll miss something. So I have lots of notes that I hope you don't mind I'll refer to. I first want to share with you the general idea that I had for the jigsaw puzzle's design, as well as Tanya's first 2 options that she gave me, and I had to pick which one we were going to go forward with. Now, Tanya is an in-house illustrator at PieceRelax, and I knew I was going to be working with her because I cannot draw to save my life. So I'm glad it was her putting all this effort into the illustration. She did amazing. So I went back through my emails and I found the first email in which I describe what I felt the jigsaw puzzle should look like, what I envisioned the jigsaw puzzle to be. And I honestly had forgotten how much thought and detail I put into this. And then now looking at the jigsaw puzzle, I'm like, wow, she captured it perfectly. So let me read this to you. Imagine a person sitting at a wooden table in a comfy room in front of a window. This is their puzzle hobby room. The angle is such that you can see what's on top of the table. The window has curtains. It's evening with stars and moon out. There is some shelving with puzzle boxes on it. There is a big comfy chair on which is a curled up dog. Another dog on the floor is laying on its back with paws bent upwards, one paw sticking straight up. I can send you photos of my dogs doing this. The person puzzling is somewhat a representation of myself, but doesn't really have to be. They have red copper hair tied up in a loose bun, wearing comfy lounge clothing, perhaps fuzzy, and their feet are either in fuzzy socks or animal slippers. There is a floor lamp lighting up the table, and Ivan gave me a great idea for what's on the table. a cup of a warm drink, a chocolate bar with some pieces broken off or half of it eaten, an open puzzle box with pieces inside or on the table. Either the puzzle is shaped like a heart or the pieces on the table are sorted or scattered into a heart shape. I love this idea, Ivan. Thank you for that, by the way. You get a sense that the person is relaxing with their pups after a long day, just puzzling in the evening. Now, Tanya did send me 2 options to begin with, and I want to show them both to you right now. The first option is what I call a collage option. I do love a collage of items and want to use this style perhaps for another collaboration jigsaw puzzle, for other ideas I have, perhaps for the love of colors or for the love of animals. The second option she sent to me, I'll refer to as a scene option. And as you already know, this is the option that I went with. I just felt it perfectly represented what I envisioned for the jigsaw puzzle. What do you think? Would you have gone with the collage option for this first jigsaw puzzle or the scene option as I did? I just felt the scene really captured what I envisioned for this first jigsaw puzzle, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything that I mentioned in this video, so make sure to leave plenty of comments below. Next, I want to talk about some other specific details I asked to have included in the image, as well as what I'll call Easter eggs. And what I mean by Easter eggs are things that if you watch my videos, you'll understand why it's included in the image, but otherwise it may not stand out as anything particular to you, or you may actually wonder, why is that in this image? But looking at these, so first, I forgot about a lot of these. I wanted a carpet of solid color, but with texture. I wanted the comfy chair to perhaps have a checkered pattern, shelving with a variety of boxes and shapes and colors, with notations on the side so that people understand that the boxes are puzzle boxes, not just books. I couldn't believe this. Like rereading this, I'm like, oh, was I being a little bit too picky? But anyway. Other things on the shelving could be like 3D puzzles, like the jars and the planters. I want the curtains to be a solid color, and I want at least one framed puzzle on the wall because I have a lot of framed jigsaw puzzles on my walls. I said I'm not sure of the design, and maybe also a radio somewhere with playing music and having music notes coming out of it so that people understand that music is being played. Now, as for the Easter eggs, really these are kind of like the silly extra little things I wanted added. On top of the shelving, I want there to be a plush monkey toy wearing a bright colored t-shirt with a donkey on it. I love it, I love it. Oh goodness. And I thought that the walls maybe should have a faint wallpaper design, which could be my For the Love of Puzzles logo. But if that's too much, perhaps maybe the curtains could have the logo design on it and the walls could be solid color. And I really like that Tanya didn't go with either option. There's a little design on the curtain that fits, but she incorporated the For the Love of Puzzles logo in a better way as a cushion that Thora is sitting next to on the comfy chair. So she still took my idea, but she made it even better because I do think it would have been too much if it was on like the wallpaper everywhere. On the floor somewhere, there has to be a misplaced puzzle piece, perhaps peeking out from under the table or from the chair, because that's me. I'm always dropping pieces on the floor. I mean, you have to have a piece on the floor somewhere. Now, in the sky, I wanted there to be a representation of the Southern Cross constellation, which living in the Southern Hemisphere, the Southern Cross appears in our sky, and it also appears on the New Zealand flag as well as the Australian flag. So that's a nod to New Zealand for me, and it's very special. So yes, there's the Southern Cross constellation, which you can see in the window. And it wouldn't be my puzzle without the Whittaker's Dark Almond Chocolate. I needed to have my chocolate appear in the jigsaw puzzle as well. What do you think? Did you enjoy those little nods to like my little Easter eggs, the little silly things that I say? I love the monkey in the donkey t-shirt. Like I absolutely love that. I want that to be an actual plushie. I want to go through and show you all the iterations of design that Tanya did for this jigsaw puzzle to finally get to this image. You'll notice along the way, at one point, there was on the wall their US badge display. And we talked about that, and we actually said, is there too much PieceRelax products? And so she said, you know what, let's remove the US badge display and let's put a pegboard. And with the pegboard, I was able to add kind of more Easter eggs, and I sent her photos with friends. And that's where you see me puzzling with Ivan, Ishan, and Kelsey at the Australian competition. There's a photo of Jeanette and I puzzling at her home. It's the top of our heads, but I know it's us. And as well, Allison holding up a puzzle. And that's an actual photo where she removed part of the puzzle so her eye could peek through. I'm always making her do the pickup challenge and taking photos of her. So I love that Tanya came up with the idea of the pegboard, and then we could add more little details on the pegboard, including foreshadowing one little thing. So there's the For the Love of Puzzles logo on the pegboard, and we are currently working on a For the Love of Puzzles puzzle badge, custom puzzle badge. I'll be picking them up in China. So that was a bit of foreshadowing there. Minty also appears, which is the PieceRelax mascot. He appears now on the pegboard. And even the jigsaw puzzle piece that I'm holding, well, the person's holding in their hand, is in the shape of Minty. I love that. But also on the pegboard, we added in a little note. And you can't really read what the note says, but you can read the beginning where it says Kia ora, and then there's like scribbles, and then it says ciao. And if you watch my videos, you'll know that I start every video with Kia ora and I finish everyone with ciao. So I thought that was great. Changes made along the way. Tanya was just so great at accommodating all that. And we also decided that the original collage jigsaw puzzle, I mean, let's not waste it. So that's the puzzle that appears on the table that the person is puzzling. So basically those two original ideas are both incorporated in this jigsaw puzzle. I just loved it. Now Tanya, she really did amazing because she added in a lot of little details like the tissue box and candles and whatnot. But she actually went and watched a lot of my videos, and here's a list of things that she picked up from my videos and she added in that I hadn't asked. First of all, there's Colby, my plush cow that appears on the back here. Let me try to pull him out without knocking too many things over. Come on, Colby. Ah! So she included Colby. My little plushy cow with his belly button and with his little curly cheeks. That was her idea to put it in. I absolutely loved it. She also included my purple paper flower. Yep, love that. These are just things I had in the background of my videos that she decided to pull out and put in the jigsaw puzzle. And then, oh, I gotta stand up for this one. She also included my Kiwi plushie that was gifted to me from Stein of Belgium. So Kiwi appears next to the For the Love of Puzzles pillow where Thor is sitting, but there's also another little tiny Kiwi hidden in the puzzle. I won't point it out. If you find it, that's cool. So yeah, she added all those things, but she also added in her own Easter egg. And I didn't quite understand what it was, but it was next to Colby. It's the pink little thing, and there's glasses sitting on it. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I wear glasses. Just a nice detail she added. Well, I was showing Jeanette a picture of the design. And this was before it was completely finalized. And Jeanette goes, hey, wait, do you have one of those pink glass holders too? And I go, no, I have no idea. I don't remember what that is. Tanya just added it in. And sure enough, when I was in Slovenia at Jeanette's place filming in 2024, in the background, Jeanette has this pink little, I don't know if it's not very tall, bird-like thing with the long nose, and it's meant for you to put your glasses on so that your glasses are, you know, standing up. Tanya saw that in the video and added it in. So she Easter egged me. She added in her own Easter egg, and it was Jeanette who picked it out. I was like, wow, that's just crazy. I absolutely loved it. So yes, that's Jeanette's little glasses holder, and I believe her sister bought it for her. Tanya wanted to add movement into the puzzle as well. So you see like the little notes, the musical notes coming out of the radio, that adds some motion, but also the billowing curtains. And I want to read to you what Tanya told me about the curtains. She said that invokes a memory of her hometown in Taiwan. I'm going to mispronounce this. I will try. Hsinchu, capital Hsinchu, which is famous for its strong winds. She told me that in winter, when the northeast monsoons arrive, the wind somehow finds its way through every little tiny gap, and it actually makes the curtains in the homes flutter even if the windows are shut. So she added that in, and she also said that you can hear the wind howling, which can make it quite spooky. But yeah, that's the curtain was a design choice to add in motion and a little bit of a nod to her hometown with its famous strong winds during the winter time. It was very important for me to have Odin and Thora both appear in the Jigsaw puzzle. They truly have taught me the meaning of unconditional love being pound rescue pups. And so I sent her a lot of photos to Tanya, and she captured their coloring perfectly. They're very brindle, very detailed, absolutely love it. But on top of that, I sent her photos like of the pups, both of them looking out the side window, which is included, of them curled up in bed with a plushy monkey. She even included that one. But capturing them, like Thora on that couch, how she lays down just beautifully. But Odin, I tried to explain to her, I'm like, he likes laying on his back, his paws are upwards, they're bent, he likes to stick one up. And I sent her a bunch of photos, and you know what they say, it's really hard working with dogs. And whenever I would try to like take a photo of Odin in the perfect position, he'd be like, oh, Mama, what you doing? You're taking a photo. And he'd like roll over. But she captured them perfectly, and I will forever be grateful to have them just in the Jigsaw puzzle, forever immortalized. That truly means so much to me. She did so well at capturing them, and she took the time and effort to listen to me. She knew that Odin and Thor were really important to me, and I can't thank her enough. Just absolutely amazing. By the way, when I do the second video in which I assemble the Jigsaw puzzle, during the time lapse, I'll give you the answers to interview questions I asked Tanya about her history of illustrating and drawing and working with PieceRelax, and her thoughts of what it was like working with me on this collaboration Jigsaw puzzle. So you'll actually get to hear from Tanya herself and her thoughts and ideas that went into the Jigsaw puzzle as well. So that will be in the second video when I do the time lapse. I have to point out the lighting details. Now, I have notes here because I don't want to miss out on anything. Tanya did so amazing at capturing light. For example, the person sitting at the chair. The shading on the floor, the lighting on the floor changes on either side of the chair because the person is blocking the light from the table lamp. Just like the carpet as well, if you look where the bookshelf is, and the lighting and the shading on the carpet goes from darker to light. There's even the shadow of the plant leaves on the pot. Like, the more I look at it, just the detail is stunning to me. And I think that'll make the puzzling easier because, like the floor, not every piece will look the same. Some are darker, some are lighter. She even has Thora's butt shadow on the pillow, which I just absolutely love. Or is it on the pillow or it's on the kiwi? Yeah, she even has Thora's butt shadowing the kiwi. Like, so much detail went into just the lighting and the composition of the scene. Things that as a non-artist, I would never ever think of, but oh, she took the time and energy to put all those nice little details. When I stop and really look at the puzzle, I truly appreciate the artistry that she put into making it. It's, yeah, I just can't believe it. Like, the lighting itself, just one thing, but I'm sure she spent hours and hours and hours perfecting it. If I have counted correctly, there are 23 Jigsaw puzzles, 23 PieceRelax actual Jigsaw puzzles that appear in the image. Now, how many do I personally own? 16. I have 16 of the actual jigsaw puzzles which appear in the image. And as I was laying these all out, I noticed one thing. There is the mini brick sunflower. So I'm like, oh, well, technically, does that make it 24? And I own 17? And also in the image, there's the Autumn Abundance puzzle vase. I don't have the vase, but I do have the jar and the planter. So that's kind of close. But so many of them appear in the puzzle. Can you find all, I'll say 24 now of them, and how many do you own or have you done? Now, Tanya was a little bit sneaky because she included some things in the jigsaw puzzle that hadn't even been released yet at the time of designing this puzzle. There is the custom badge that they designed for Valladolid, Spain. It appears in the jigsaw puzzle. And then I noticed another jar, a puzzle jar that's kind of hidden a bit, but there was stuff sticking out of the jar. And I kept looking closer at the puzzle, and then I realized it's the Christmas jar with the potpourri sticking out of it. And I was like, oh, Tanya, she designed this months ago, but already knew about these products and included them in the puzzle. And I thought that was so fun and sneaky. I haven't even opened mine yet or done it, but it is just now available for sale, and she had it in the design months and months and months ago. I can't wait to work on the next collaboration puzzle with her. This was so much fun. Working with Tanya and the team at PieceRelax, designing my first collaboration puzzle was truly a dream come true. I cannot find the words to express what this has been the last several months. We started working on this soon after September of 2024, and we really got into it at the beginning of this year. Months and months of hard work went into by Tanya and the team at PieceRelax, and we have other ideas for more for the love of ... jigsaw puzzles. One of the next ideas actually is Tanya's idea, and I should have thought of it because it's so fitting and so perfect. But it's her idea, and if ever we do it, I will make sure to credit that it was her idea. But I can't wait to collaborate on more jigsaw puzzles with her. This has just been so much fun. In the second video, I will do a full unboxing, as well as talk about even the box design and layout. Can you guess how many times I wrote my signature until I found one that I liked enough to include on the box? It was so much fun though. I loved every minute of designing this jigsaw puzzle. I hope you all enjoyed learning about the background and the work and the thought process that went into designing this jigsaw puzzle. I had the best time working with Tanya and the team at PieceRelax. I'll leave direct links on where you can pick up a copy in the description below. To start, it's on the PieceRelax.com website and on Amazon's Brazil, Canada, Japan, and USA. And there's a discount code valid for a month from November 15th to December 15th to get 10% off. As well, you can pick up a copy from Showcase Puzzles. They're located here in New Zealand. They do ship worldwide, but the discount code won't apply to them. Thank you to anyone who's willing to grab yourself a copy. It really means a lot to me. I really don't know how to end this video because I feel thank you is just not big enough. It doesn't sum up how I feel that, PieceRelax is willing to do a puzzle with me, that you all have messaged me already, that some people have gotten a copy of the puzzle and sent me photos and loved it. It just means the world to me. So thank you is not enough to express how I feel. And I'm going to start crying now. I knew it. I was like, try to finish the video without crying. I even put on mascara, people. Okay, there's no crying in jigsaw puzzles. Oh yes, there's crying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to come back with a second video to show you all more details about the puzzle and actually assemble it and share with you during the time lapse Tanya's answers to a bunch of questions that I asked her. Until then, ciao. Oh my goodness, stop crying. Stop crying. I'm just so excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.